Luke, here we go. It's about time to start a season. For somebody like you who has been on the ice a little bit but not able to play, what's it like now that you can play?
I mean, I think I can speak for the whole team when I say this, but I think everyone's really excited to be back, playing in front of fans in London, back playing OHL hockey. So, yeah, I've been looking forward to this for, I guess, over a year and a half now, but I'm super excited to start playing again.
You had the little extra wait because there was the waiting through the pandemic, and then very early in training camp, you suffer an injury. What did that do for you? Because this probably wasn't the fall you envisioned at all.
Right. Well, yeah, I mean, it was definitely frustrating, getting injured early on in camp. That was my first thought was like, I've waited so long to play OHL hockey, play for London again. And I was just hoping, when I talked to the doctors that I wasn't going to be out too long. But, fortunately I had a really good recovery. I was working with our trainer, Matt Bogart, every day, getting that injury better. And, yeah, I'm not missing any regular season games. So it's not the end of the world.
So the pause button was hit when you were basically on a rocket ship of a climb, when you were having this sophomore year that was off the charts. What have you kind of done to make it through, to get yourself through to this point, to now be back and ready to play again?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it was a huge delay, but um, you know, last season I got the chance to go play in the NHL, go play for Chicago, and I learned a lot of new things there. Playing with grown men, playing with guys that played in the NHL. You pick up on a lot of new things, and so as tough as it was not being in London last year, I had a great experience in Chicago, and I'm just looking to take what I learned there and build on the confidence that I got there and bring it back here to London and just have a great season here.
With the Chicago Wolves, you mentioned playing with and against men. What is that like when all of a sudden you're kind of making that switch? Because it's one thing to go from being a 16-year-old playing against 20-year-olds. How about being an 18-year-old playing against 30-year-olds?
Yeah, it was like it. That's what it reminded me of. It reminded me of my first season in the OHL. Just you know, you don't really understand how strong and how fast these guys are until you actually play against them. So, my first couple of games there was a huge shock to me, but towards the end, I was feeling a lot more comfortable. And, I think playing up a level last year when I come back and play in the OHL this year, I think it's really going to help me just, in terms of I added strength myself and, I'm used to a faster pace now. So I think it'll really help me this year.
Luke Evangelista with us, adding strength. Some guys do it easily. Some guys, you have to really work at it. Where do you fall on that?
So during the season, my main goal is just maintain weight. That's the goal for me. But during the off season, I find that I'm able to gain 8 to 10 pounds every off season. So the off seasons are big for me because everywhere I've gone, everyone just keeps telling me you got to put weight on, you got to up the strength. So the off seasons are really big for me.
So what's the food that you go to that you can eat? Is it cottage cheese and things? The cottage cheese is a good one for helping to put on weight, but that can be tough to eat a lot of.
Yeah. So I've been talking to the nutritionist in Nashville, and they're getting me on a lot of fish and avocado, and those are two things I did not eat a lot of before. But my billets here, the McGonagalls, they've been great and helping me out and transitioning that way. So I've been eating a lot more fish and avocado. Those are the big ones.
And then finally, just this year, what do you think coming back in? Because you're now one of the veteran guys. When you look around, when you watch the team play through preseason, what are you seeing?
Yeah, honestly, this is since I've been here, this is one of the best mixes of skill and size and grit that I think I've seen London have in the last few years. So I'm really excited to see what we can do. I think we got a lot of young guys that are very capable. I think typically in London, young guys don't step in and play a huge role, but I think this year we're going to have some guys that can step in and be regulars every night and make an impact here. So I'm really confident in this group. Off the ice, everyone's getting along great. It's a great locker room. So, those are recipes for success.
Knights hockey, coming back. This just sounds too good to be true. You know, I don't. It's happening though, right? This is true.
Friday, baby.
You have the sheet that says when to be at the rink, when the puck drops. It's all there.
You better believe it.
All right, Luke. Thanks for this. Good luck.
Thanks, Stubbsy.